Hello, friends. If you were born before 1960, there is a specific set of government rules, benefit formulas, and statutory provisions that could put thousands of dollars back into your bank account this year. Yet official reports indicate that millions of eligible older Americans never collect a single dime of this money. We are talking about lump sum checks that can exceed $12,000, monthly benefit top-ups of $500 or more, and programs that can wipe out your monthly Medicare premiums entirely. These are not rumors or special loopholes. These are established federal and state programs written directly into the law, but because the government does not automatically send you these extra funds, the money simply sits in Washington unless an application is officially filed. Before we walk through every single one of these programs, make sure to hit subscribe right now on Dark Macro by Walter Berron. Federal benefit rules and Social Security regulations are constantly shifting, and subscribing ensures you stay ahead of the curve so you never miss an important policy update or deadline that impacts your retirement income. To understand why this matters right now, we have to look at the retirement calendar. Anyone born before 1960 has now reached or surpassed their official full retirement age under Social Security rules. For those born in 1957, full retirement age was 66 and 6 months. For those born in 1958, it was 66 and 8 months. For those born in 1959, it was 66 and 10 months. Reaching that specific age milestone completely changes the legal framework governing your benefits. It removes the earnings penalty, unlocks retroactive payment rules, and opens up multiple pathways to higher monthly income that younger workers cannot access. Let us begin with program number 1, which is the 6-month retroactive lump sum payment. Under Title I of the Social Security Act and Section 9204.030 of the Social Security Administration's Program Operations Manual System, any individual who applies for retirement benefits after reaching full retirement age has the legal right to request up to 6 months of retroactive benefits paid all at once in a single lump sum. Here is how the numbers work in practice. If an individual has reached full retirement age and is entitled to a monthly benefit of $2,200, filing for 6 months of retroactive payments results in a direct deposit of $13,200. For a benefit level of $2,400, that back pay deposit equals $14,400. To qualify, an applicant must have attained full retirement age at least 6 months prior to the month of filing and must not have already started collecting their retirement benefit. There is an important structural trade-off to understand with this rule. When someone elects to receive 6 months of back pay, Social Security treats the claim as though it started 6 months earlier, which means the applicant gives up 6 months of delayed retirement credits. That translates to roughly a 4% reduction in the ongoing monthly check compared to waiting. For individuals who encounter unexpected expenses, home repairs, or medical bills, receiving a lump sum of $10,000 to $15,000 up front may be an option worth evaluating. The concrete next step for anyone interested in exploring this provision is to contact the Social Security Administration directly at 1-800-72-1213 between 8:00 a.m. and 7:00 p.m. Monday through Friday, or log into their official portal at SAGOV to discuss retroactive filing options with a claims representative before finalizing an application. Point number 2 is the divorce spousal benefit top-up. According to Social Security regulations, an individual who was married for at least 10 consecutive years and is currently unmarried, or who remarried after age 60, can receive up to 50% of their former spouse's full retirement age benefit. What many people do not realize is that claiming on an ex-spouse's work record does not notify the former spouse, does not impact the former spouse's monthly check, and does not reduce the benefits of the former spouse's current household in any way. Consider how this works in real dollar terms. Suppose an individual is currently receiving $900 a month based on their own lifetime earnings record. If their former spouse is eligible for a full retirement age benefit of $2,800, the spousal entitlement is 50% of that amount, or $1,400. Social Security will not replace the existing check. Instead, they add a supplementary payment of $500 per month to bring the total monthly deposit up to the $1,400 mark. That amounts to an additional $6,000 per year in steady income. This provision applies to individuals born before 1960 who meet the 10-year marriage requirement, have reached full retirement age, and whose own earned benefit is less than half of their ex-spouse's primary insurance amount. Even if the ex-spouse has not yet filed for their own benefits, a divorced spouse can still file independently as long as the divorce has been finalized for at least 2 years. To pursue this benefit, the formal step is to schedule an appointment with the Social Security Administration by calling 1-800-772-1213 and submitting Form SA-2, also known as Form SA-2BK, along with a certified marriage certificate and a certified copy of the final divorce decree. Point number 3 covers Medicare Savings Programs, which can put over $2,000 back into your Social Security check every year. Most seniors enrolled in Medicare Part B have their standard monthly premium automatically deducted from their Social Security payment each month. For millions of retirees, that deduction reduces their monthly take-home check by over $174, adding up to more than $2,000 per year in withheld income. Under federal statute, state Medicaid agencies administer 3 primary Medicare Savings Programs: the Qualified Medicare Beneficiary Program, or QMB, the Specified Low-Income Medicare Beneficiary Program, or SLMB, and the Qualifying Individual Program, or KEI. When an individual qualifies for any of these 3 tiers, the state pays the monthly Medicare Part B premium directly to the federal government. The monthly deduction from the Social Security check stops, and that money is restored to the beneficiary's monthly bank deposit. For those who qualify under QMB, the state also pays Medicare Part A and Part B deductibles, co-payments, and coinsurance. Income guidelines vary by program tier and state, but generally, individuals with monthly incomes up to approximately $1,300 to $1,780 may be eligible, and several states, including California, New York, and Connecticut, have raised income thresholds or completely eliminated the asset test. The concrete step to check eligibility and apply is to reach out to the State Health Insurance Assistance Program, known as SHIP, at 1-877-839-2675 or online at shiphelp.org. Beneficiaries can also call the Elder Care Locator at 1-800-677-1116 or visit eldercare.gov to connect with their local area agency on aging for assistance with state-specific application forms. Program number 4 is the Social Security Survivor Benefit Step-Up. When a spouse passes away, the surviving spouse is legally eligible to step up to 100% of the deceased spouse's monthly Social Security payment, including any delayed retirement credits the deceased spouse accumulated up to age 70. However, a major issue documented by agency watchdogs is that if the surviving spouse is already receiving their own retirement benefit, Social Security does not always automatically transition them to the higher survivor rate. The surviving spouse must actively initiate a survivor claim. To see the financial impact, imagine a household where one spouse received $2,600 per month and the other received $1,100 per month. Upon the passing of the higher earning spouse, the surviving spouse is entitled to receive the full $2,600 benefit. That represents an increase of $1,500 every month or $18,000 per year for the remainder of their life. Widows and widowers born before 1960 who have reached full retirement age qualify for the maximum 100% survivor payout without any early filing penalty reductions. The procedure for claiming the step-up requires contacting the Social Security Administration at 1-800-72-1213 to report the passing and request an appointment to complete Form SAT-10, known formally as Form SAT-10BK, the application for widows or widowers' insurance benefits, supported by a certified death certificate and proof of marriage. Point number 5 is the Federal Extra Help Program for Medicare prescription drug costs. The Extra Help Program, formerly known as the Part D Low-Income Subsidy, is managed by the Social Security Administration in coordination with Medicare. This program pays for Medicare Part D prescription plan monthly premiums, covers annual drug deductibles, and caps out-of-pocket prescription copayments. Under recent legislative expansions, full Extra Help assistance is now available to eligible beneficiaries with incomes up to 150% of the federal poverty level. According to official estimates from the Social Security Administration, the Extra Help program provides an average annual value of approximately $5,300 per recipient in saved drug costs and reduced plan premiums. Under full Extra Help, covered generic prescription costs are capped at just a few dollars per prescription, preventing seniors from falling into high-cost drug coverage gaps. To qualify, an individual must be enrolled in Medicare Part A or Part B, have an annual income below approximately $23,000 for an individual or $31,000 for a married couple, and meet modest resource limits that exclude the value of their primary home, vehicles, and personal belongings. The concrete next step to apply is to complete Social Security Form SA-1020, titled Application for Extra Help with Medicare Prescription Drug Plan Costs. This application can be filed online directly at SAGOV Medicare Part D Extra Help or requested by calling Social Security at 1-800-772-1213. Let us recap all 5 of these programs in order. First, the 6-month retroactive lump sum check, which allows individuals who delayed filing past full retirement age to collect up to $14,000 or more in back pay by contacting Social Security at 1-800-772-1213. Second, the divorce spousal benefit top-up, which allows qualifying unmarried individuals from a 10-year marriage to receive up to 50% of their former spouse's benefit using Form SA-2BK. Third, the Medicare Savings Programs, KeyMB, SIMB, and Key, which stop the monthly Part B deduction from your Social Security check, putting over $2,000 a year back into your pocket through your state Medicaid office or by calling SHIP at 1-877-839-2675. Fourth, the Survivor Benefit Step-Up, which allows widows and widowers at full retirement age to claim up to 100% of a deceased spouse's check by filing Form SA-10BT. And fifth, the Federal Extra Help Program, providing an estimated $5,300 in annual prescription assistance through Form SA-1020 at say.gov 10 Medicare Part D Extra Help. Before we conclude today's report, please remember that this broadcast is general educational reporting on public benefit programs, statutory rules, and government agency guidelines. I am not an attorney, certified financial planner, or tax professional, and this information does not constitute personalized financial, legal, or tax advice. Every person's earnings record, marital history, and state requirements are distinct, so it is important to confirm your specific numbers and eligibility directly with the Social Security Administration, Medicare, or your state agency before making any filing decisions. If you found this breakdown informative, please take a moment to share this report with a friend, neighbor, or family member born before 1960 who could benefit from these programs. Hit the subscribe button right now on Dark Macro by Walter Berron, turn on notifications so you never miss an essential update, and leave a comment below sharing which of these programs you are planning to explore. Thank you for watching, stay vigilant, and I will see you in the next report.